Happy Labor Day, people. This is my day 3 of 4 days off today. After making a video on Saturday, spending some quality time with Liz and going shopping, having some fun on Sunday. Today's back to work. We are going to rearrange every fish tank in here, starting with Liz's nano setup. She told me she's tired of the nano setup being set up in the kitchen. She wants to have more people over now. She wants to set the kitchen table and stuff back up so she can have company, cook, have conversation, you know, and I get it. So she started tearing down the tank last night. She's at work right now. My responsibility is to have it torn down before she gets back at 1, which doesn't give me much time. But I do want to show where we're at as far as the fish tanks today on Monday, so when Saturday's video drops you can see how much improvement's been done or how much work has been done. I don't know about improvements, but we'll just see how well we've done over from Monday till Saturday. Hopefully I'll be able to get that video out. I'll tell you now, if the fish rooms tanks are not ready by Saturday, I will not be dropping a video Saturday. You guys will be alright if I don't have a video. So we're obviously in the fish room, river tank behind me, pan behind me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my collection of Star Wars stuff, but that's what that is up there. Star Wars, comic books, and then there's a small section just devoted to prints. But that's, you know, that's just me. Let's go into, we call it the living room. But quite honestly, it is the dog's room. We love this house. Despite what we might say in live streams, we actually love this house. This living room area is really for the dogs, and they just allow us to spend time here and watch TV. This is where, after dinner, a lot of time is spent. We'll watch movies, and we'll cuddle with the dogs, make sure they know we love them, because they are all adopted senior dogs. Something that Liz is very, very into, and that's her call of duty. She wants to rescue dogs, older dogs, senior dogs that no one wants anymore. So let's see if we can get Chewy to take a look at us. This is, hey Choo Choo. Hey Choo Choo. So that is Chewy, and obviously by looking at that face you can kind of understand why we call him Chewy, aka Chewbacca. Rico, what's up, boy? That is Rico. Now he is not a senior dog. That is a dog I got for Liz on Valentine's Day, probably, I don't know what, Rico, 3 years ago. You're a handsome dog. Yes you are. And so these guys, this is, I thought when I bought this $1,200 sectional couch this was for me, but the dogs have taken over it, and it is what it is. Happy wife, happy life, happy dogs. I don't know, fill in the blanks, leave comments below. But this is where we spend a lot of our time. Anyway, it's not what you came here for. You did come in here because there is one tank in the living room. It's a 100-gallon cube tank right there. Currently what's in there is the Snyder barbs that we got from Oddball Aquatics, Haley from Aquatic Arts. They're really cool. I'm not going to spend time showing fish. That would just take too long. Again, this is just going to be a quick look at the tanks. So on Saturday when the video drops, you can see what's been changed. We're in our dining room. A lot of time is spent here playing games, playing cards, etc. Behind us is a Angel tank, 55-gallon Angel tank. Liz specifically told me don't touch that tank, don't move it, so I won't. In the kitchen here, we have a large kitchen, we really do. Stove right there, lots of cabinets, 2 sinks. It's a big kitchen, refrigerator. Now the problem for Liz is she's tired of this being back here. We have several tables down in the basement we put down there to make room for this, and she's been doing a little more socializing. She has a lot more girlfriends that come over, so we want to set up like a little area where her girlfriends can come and chill while they cook and try out different things. And obviously they're into drinking their wines and stuff. I mean, I mean, look at all the Seagrams down there. I don't even know what that's all about, but that's for yet another video. But let's stay on task. So, as you can see, she's already started tearing down these tanks. It's my job to finish it up. Get this big black stand that on the bottom you can fit a 125 gallon tank, and then on the top you can put different tanks on there. I will probably utilize this in the garage as like maybe have a 125 in the bottom, have some and a breeding cichlids maybe, and then use tanks up top for the actual grow outs. Let's see. And basically everything on top, these 3 tanks are mine. These are actually, and I'm sure you can't see them, but these are the grow outs of the red tiger motor pair that we're supposed to be sending out to 5 lucky YouTubers. Let me see if I can get you a little closer in so you can see how they're doing. But they're everywhere. They're really at a point now where I should be shipping them. So look for that to happen in the next week or two. There are going to be some great red tiger motos. And this is an example of one of the males. It's about 3 inches long. He is stunning. So hopefully you guys will get this, and in 6 months to a year he'll be something like that, and this guy will get up to about 12 inches. Now, I just said I wasn't going to show any fish, and here I go showing fish. Alright, let's get into my main fish room, because we're running out of time. Now, my main fish room, you guys are well aware of what it looks like. 220 behind me, Doveye pair, 150 with my Amphilophus. Love Amphilophus, renewed, Trimax, Citronellus, another 150, Red Devil, Barred Midas. And then we have this little thing on the floor that puzzles everyone. This tank is a 120 gallon tank, 4 foot long, and 3 feet high. I believe that's the correct dimensions. 120 gallons. It has my Chancho in it, who loves this tank. And the stand was a particle stand made out of particle boards. And once water got onto it, it just started to deteriorate to the point where I had to get rid of it because it was leaning like the Tower of Pisa. And instead of getting a new stand, I said, you know what? It's tall enough. Why don't I just put it on the floor? And then we have our kitty here who wants to make an appearance as well. Kiki! Yeah. Back to us. So, this is going to go into the garage, and I have a 150 gallon tank that Liz won at Aqua Experience 2019. That's going to come in its spot. Now, this is a 4 foot tank, which means that this refrigerator has got to get out of here, because that's taking up 2 feet of the space I'm going to need. So the refrigerator will go into my office. Woo woo! So I have nice cold beverages in the office. And then you guys are well aware of the, let's just call it what it is, a 260. I used to call it a 300. People got upset that I called it a 300. So this is a 260. Used to have the Arowanas. For a short period of time, it had the Oscars, and then I decided to give them to Betty, who really loved them. And now this is more of an this is not African, oh my gosh. This is a Mexican biotope tank, Argentas, pier size, lots of different Mexican cichlids and catfish in there. And again, this is not about tanks. This is another video, another video to come real soon. But wanted just to show you the layout of this fish room so you will recognize the changes when the new video hits Saturday. Yet another problem. If you see, this is my Amphilophus citronellus. If you notice, water's almost touching the top here, but as you go down, it gets lower and lower. Know why? Yet again, this is particle board. Look at that, particle board stand. So once any water gets on this stuff, it just starts to deteriorate. This whole tank is leaning backwards and to the side. Backwards and to the side. And this is a accident, catastrophe waiting to happen. So right after I take care of Liz's nano tanks, I'm jumping on this today because I don't want any issues. That's a tragedy waiting to happen. People, don't get stands made out of particle boards. They sell them at Petco, PetSmart. They should discontinue anything that's made out of particle boards. And we'll actually make a video about that later. But wanted to make you aware of why that's going to change. I don't even think I'm going to put a new tank there. I'm just going to leave it blank, maybe put a desk there. Whew, out of breath. On to the garage. I did cut the air pump off so you don't have to hear all that. So, 55-gallon tank set up. It's a dual tank. There's a tank down there, tank down here. There's fish in all of these. Trimax fry are up in here. Dwindled down to quite a very small population. I think I counted like 25 the other day. Not sure what happened other than evidently I need more work on how to grow out fry successfully. Now, my red tiger motors, I haven't lost any. Not sure why I lost so many of the Trimax, but I'll figure it out on the way. Again, this tank's ugly. I know I don't really like showing some of this stuff on YouTube for various reasons. I don't want you to think I'm a poor hobbyist for one thing, but this is reality. Allergy, some tanks aren't clean. I mean, look at the amount of allergy up there just from that one light. That has my pair of Amphilophus lioni in there. I don't know if you can see them or not. And again, it's not really about fish. And then let's span the camera over here. The bleaker eye is in this 150. And this 150 is the tank that I said is going to replace the one that's on the floor. Let's see if you can get a better look. So yeah, there's the bleaker eye, happy as hell because he's got this entire 6-foot tank to himself. As I told you guys before, he killed both his females over the last 2 years. So he's by himself and he has gotten quite big and is really in show quality form. This is a 120 Oceanic tank. They don't make them like these anymore, guys. Thick glass. And in here I have Dovi pair. Red Tiger Motos here, these 30-gallon tanks. Another Dovi in that tank. There's just a lot of stuff. Ornatums, tanks down here. I gave Dylan from Veteran Aquatics a Jaguar female that I had here. And Cubans, just lots of stuff. So, we're gonna head back to my office because I've shown you enough. Let me turn this air pump back on before I forget, because I will forget. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so nice when I take the central air pump that's running all the nano tanks and put them in the garage for a much quieter experience. I don't think I showed you. This is what's been running all of Liz's nano tanks. Is this air pump from Gemco. It's an older model, but it does the job and it's so quiet. Alright guys, so that's basically it. That's the tour. Not really a tour, but I just wanted to give you a look at how things look before on Labor Day, and hopefully on Saturday, if I have everything up and running, you will get a video on how everything looks on Saturday. Alright? Have a great Saturday, excuse me, jeez. One take, guys, sorry. Have a great Labor Day. Stay safe, stay absolutely fishy, and enjoy this hobby for all it's worth. Thank you so much for viewing. I am like 50 away from 7,000 subscribers, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit it and hit that like button. And we will see you guys Saturday with a revamped kitchen at least, if not entire fish tanks and fish room. Talk to you later. It's time to play with the dogs. Peace!